Have you ever stood before the mirror and promised that tomorrow would be different? That you would finally wake up early and change your entire life? But then, morning arrives, and that same old hand reaches out to smash the snooze button, ending your grand ambitions before the sun even fully rises. You try to climb the mountain of self-improvement using sheer willpower, but it feels like you are fighting a gravity that no one else can see. No matter how hard you push, an invisible force pulls you back down the slope, dragging you toward the comfort of the familiar routines you despise. Statistics show that 99% of New Year's resolutions fail within the first month because people rely on temporary motivation instead of permanent structural change. When your willpower breaks, it reveals the underlying truth. Your life is not governed by your conscious choices, but by a hidden, deeply embedded operating system. We call this the invisible script, a sequence of commands that runs in the background of your mind, dictating every move you make without your permission. Today, we are going to stop fighting the symptoms and start rewriting the source code of your behavior to finally take back control of your destiny. To understand why you stay stuck, you must realize that your brain is divided into two very different and often conflicting parts with distinct agendas. Psychologist Jonathan Haidt describes this as the rider and the elephant. Your conscious mind is the rider, but your subconscious is the 6-ton emotional beast. Your willpower is the rider, capable of planning and logic. But the elephant is driven by instinct, habit, and the primal need to conserve energy. Think about your morning. You brush your teeth, check your phone, and brew your coffee without a single conscious thought passing through your active mind. You can drive for miles and realize you do not remember the turns you took. Your brain has automated these complex tasks to save mental fuel. Research indicates that only 1 in 10 people can successfully change a bad habit using sheer willpower alone when faced with a serious health crisis. Your brain is an optimization machine. It hates wasting energy on decisions, so it creates these scripts to keep you running on autopilot for efficiency. These scripts are not your enemies. They are meant to help you survive. But when the script is outdated, you become a prisoner of your past. Most people are living out a version of themselves that was written years ago, reacting to the world with the same old patterns and fears. Do you remember learning to ride a bike? In the beginning, it was terrifyingly difficult, requiring every ounce of your focus just to stay upright. At a microscopic level, your neurons were firing wildly, trying to build a new bridge of communication that did not exist in your nervous system before. But then, something clicked. The connections became solid. Now, you can ride while talking or thinking about something else entirely, because it is now automated. This is the power of neural pathways. Once a path is paved, the brain prefers it because it requires almost zero effort to travel down. Imagine your mind is this forest. Your habits are the paths where the grass has been stepped on so many times that it can no longer grow. Trying to start a new habit is like trying to walk through the thickest part of the woods. It is slow, painful, and takes immense energy. Naturally, when you get tired or stressed, your brain leads you back to the clear path, the old habit, because it is the path of least resistance. You cannot simply delete an old path by wishing it away. The grass will only grow back over the old trail if you stop using it. To change, you must commit to building a new road that eventually becomes smoother and more attractive to your brain than the one you use now. This is the biological reality of neuroplasticity. Your brain is not a fixed stone. It is like plastic that can be reshaped with consistent, repeated pressure. By understanding this, you move from being a victim of your biology to being the architect of your own mind and your future actions. Most people focus on the leaves of their problems, the outward actions, but cutting off a leaf does nothing to change the health of the entire tree. The root is your identity and your core beliefs. If you believe you are a smoker, your brain will always find a way to get a cigarette. When you say, "I will not eat sugar," You are engaging in a war with yourself. You are still a person who wants sugar but is resisting. Instead, you must rewrite the script at the identity level. You must tell yourself, I am a person who values high-quality fuel for my body. When the identity changes, the actions follow automatically. You do not have to use willpower to act like the person you believe you truly are. Do not waste your energy fighting the old script. That only gives it more attention and power. Focus entirely on writing a new, more compelling story. Your environment is the stage where your script is performed. If the stage is set for the old play, you will likely perform the old roles. Change your surroundings to support your new identity. Make the good habits easy and the bad habits nearly impossible to perform without heavy effort. Start so small that it is impossible to fail. Your brain will not feel threatened by a 1-minute change, allowing the new script to slip in. Every time you perform the new action, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become, slowly building a landslide of new evidence. The most powerful force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves to the world and ourselves. You are the author. You are the director. You have the power to stop the old film and start a brand new production today. Step 1 is awareness. You must become a detective of your own life, observing your automatic behaviors without judgment or any negative emotional reaction. Write down your triggers. What happens right before you fall into the old script? Is it stress? Is it boredom? Is it a certain time? Step 2 is the if-then strategy. You are inserting a new line of code into the old program to redirect energy toward a better result. By deciding your reaction ahead of time, you remove the need for willpower in the moment of temptation, making the right choice the default choice. Step 3 is conscious repetition. You must perform the new script over and over, even when it feels fake, until it becomes your reality. Repetition is the hammer that forges the new neural pathway. Every rep makes the road smoother, until one day, the new script becomes your autopilot. Do not break the chain. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to never miss 2 days in a row, keeping the momentum moving forward. Within a few weeks, the resistance will fade. The elephant of your subconscious will begin to walk the new path without you even having to pull. You will find yourself doing the right things naturally, as if they were always part of your character, because now they finally are part of you. This is the moment of liberation. When you realize that your past does not define your future, only your current script determines where you go. Your life is not a tragedy written by someone else. It is a masterpiece in progress, and you are the one holding the golden pen today. Join us as we continue this journey of self-mastery. Your new script is waiting to be performed. Are you ready to start the first act? Next week, we dive into the habit loop and why most people quit on day 21. Until then, keep writing and stay consistent with growth.